Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to the day 19 of the 100 Days of Cloud series. This is Lakshit Pant from Azure Developer Community, and today's topic is pretty much simple. It is the most simplest topic you have ever explored. Even it's not a topic, right? It is just an adjusted productivity tool. I'll say for Azure, right? Especially for a streamer like me, for anyone who does live stream or who does who make his own content. This Azure Mask is very much important, right? And again, it is not by Microsoft. It is someone. It's by a guy named Clark, right? It is by a guy named Clark who has built this Azure Mask extension, right? So in today's session, we will quickly cover a couple of topics. So what we have covered so far, if anyone haven't watched the StreamYard link that I've shared right in the group, right? First is Azure Migrate and Azure Site Recovery. If you have not watched Azure Migrate and Site Recovery, I'll quickly walk you through Azure Migrate and Site Recovery. So Azure Migrate is pretty much simple when talk about you know I'll share my screen. Just give me a second. When talk about Azure Migrate, it's like maybe you are having maybe no, I do not want. Azure Migrate is something when you are on your on-premise solution and you want to migrate your system right to maybe to Azure, right? Or if you are using any kind of other cloud and you want to migrate to maybe that Azure cloud, right? What are the ways by which you can migrate, and what are the so it's not like today you will decide you want to migrate and the next day you will migrate, right? It's not like that. There are some definitely there are some maybe setups that you need to do, right? What are the particular things, what is your requirement, how you can migrate, what are the concept, what are the points that you have to think in your mind, right? Because you can only do the containerization of .NET Java and ASP.NET Java applications, right? You cannot, if you are working on any other language, right, you cannot maybe do the containerization of that particular stuff, right? So before migration you have to keep exploring the stuff, right? Why you need to migrate, what exactly you want to migrate, and that stuff, right? So you have to think from that perspective. Then you can always start go always explore about the migration stuff. And again, if you want to, it depends on what you want to migrate. Suppose right now I do not have anything to migrate here. If it is about database only, right? If it is about web apps only, you have to give it a solution, right? That you want to maybe migrate to this one. So what is the resource group, you have to import everything here. From which migration you have to set the destination, what you want to transfer, what you want to migrate. Suppose it can be on one premise to other, or depends, right, what you want to migrate. So again, that is about the high level architecture when we discuss about the Azure Migrate. And you explored this video, it is again a very short video where I have explained almost everything, right? Almost everything. You will see what needs to be done, what is your assessment. You first do the assessment, then you do the target selection, then you do the execution and monitoring, like is that's working or not, right? First of all you make a replica, right? How in a way, first of you make a replica in Azure and you try and test it out, that is it working or not, right? If it is working, then you go, if that particular service, if that particular system is working out for you, then you go with that particular migration stuff. Otherwise you drop it off, right? Let's suppose with an example, if you're working an on-premise solution. Hello Dave, it's nice to see you, Dave, here. If you want a guide, I'll say just go to this, maybe just go to the GitHub repo that I've shared with you, GitHub link, right? 100 Days of Cloud GitHub link, right? You will just go to GitHub link, right? You will see this. If you are a day one, just try exploring first your Azure credits, try availing your Azure credits. And this is the Azure credit link, and the one link then that you can look out for is, maybe I can just give it to you here. Just give me 1 second. Maybe I have given you, I guess, or I'll just give you right here. Okay, this is the video that you should check out. So this is the only video that you can always check out. Feel free to try out any resource. If you face any query, doubt, just let us know in the comment section or in the group. WhatsApp group is always open, right? Now when we talk about migrate stuff, we have to perform the cost optimization. There comes the concept of TCO, total cost of ownership calculator. You calculate, right, कि इतना मेरा खर्चा हो रहा है. This is so if I am getting charged around $100,000 for running a particular service on premise solution, what it will cost me if I migrate to Azure. You have to make an assessment. You have to make assessment. You have to plan it first, right? What are the things you can migrate. It's not like you can migrate 100% of your infrastructure. You can maybe only migrate 20% of it, right? But there is a need of migration right now. That is suppose for banks like JP Morgan, for banks like SBI. Today, if SBI plans to migrate their system, right, they have to think, right? They cannot migrate the files. So these files are written, these files are paper files, they documented files, they cannot migrate, they cannot migrate that documented data that is written on paper. They can only migrate those aspects which are which are there available digitally, right? They can migrate those kind of databases over the cloud, right? So they will look out for those particular solution, they will assess it how it's costing them right now on-premise solution, and if they want to scale it up, how it will cost them. So and then after the target selection, after the resource selection, you do the execution stuff, and again it takes years to migrate your entire system, right? It takes years. Even if it is 20%, it will take years to migrate. Right now, again, that the reason can be any, but again you always explore it, right? So now, when we talk about, hi Preeti, hi everyone. Now, next step, next on the next day, we have discussed about this Azure site reliability. Now, what is Azure site reliability? Azure site reliability is again very small topic, but again it's kind of important. So if you know, on the day fourth, I guess, or on the day third, when we were discussing about Azure virtual machines, you might have explored that we were doing some kind of zone distribution, right? There is one region, there is one zone, right? What were the zone? We were making the replica of our virtual machine in two different zones, right? Like East USA, East USB, East USC. So there is one zone, then we were doing a replica of it so that our data can be present. So if one goes down, one data center goes down, other can help us, other is work as a backup. If second also goes down, third work as a backup. Same thing. So that zone thing was only limited, that was only limited to the virtual machine, that particular virtual machine. Now, what about your other resources? If you want, if you have other resources like compute resources, maybe Azure functions, you have deployed a containers, you have deployed a Kubernetes cluster, how you can manage the entire architecture? What you can do through Azure site recovery, let it be your, so first of all, you can make an entire replica of an architecture in Azure. So suppose you have a solution, you have a cloud solution in your on-premise, you have a cloud solution on your, maybe on your some other cloud, you have any kind of solution running on your data, on your yourself own data center. You can make a replica of it in Azure that will help you. If your site goes down, it's like a plug and play. So if maybe it's like a plug and play, if maybe how should I tell you an example? So maybe I can try this out. So maybe if I'll tell you, if this consider this black line, consider this black line as the original one, and this white line as the replica one. If this is running right now and some disaster happens, I'll quickly switch it to this. It will take fraction of seconds to switch it to the site recovery. That's what the site recovery does. As the name suggests, site recovery helps you out to, by which you can just switch between your architectures. It is kind of additional service which you have to pay for it, and it's like you can make a replica of your entire architecture in the site recovery. If you have Azure site, if you have seen this examples, I'll quickly show it to you with images, right? Just give me 1 second, right? So I'll just try to find out the relevant image. So this might be the relevant image for you. If you will see here, this so if this region 2 goes down, through the site recovery you can always switch to region 1. Everything is same, you can see right over here. These are replica disk, these are replica disk, everything is same. But what is happening, you can see 99.95% security level assessment it provides, right? So I can always switch to this region as soon as if this the region 1 goes down, right? So this is the high level, the understanding of the site reliability, site recovery means, right? And now it is all about Azure Mask. See, Azure Mask, if you'll search Azure Mask here, you won't find anything. Azure Mask, can you see any service Azure Mask here? No, because Azure Mask is not a service, it is an extension. Azure Mask is a Google, is a Chrome, is an extension. You can simply search Azure Mask extension, right? I'll show it to you. Azure Mask extension, right? So right now you can see my ID is visible here, right? If I'll go to the my resources, right? If I'll go to my subscriptions, if I'll go to my subscription ID is visible here. So what if I want to make it blur? I do not want to show it to everyone right now. right now it's like you all are student, you do not, you won't be using it for different purposes, but for a person like me, this extension is very useful. How it helps, I'll just showcase it to you. Right now this id is also visible, this subscription id is also visible. As soon as I'll upload, as soon as I'll just add this to Chrome, I'll just add the Azure Mask to my Chrome, right? This is a simple extension. It will hide my subscription id, it will hide my subscription details, right? I'll just refresh this, it will hide my subscription id, it will hide my subscription details. That's what the Azure Mask does, right? Let's see if this is working out or not. Yeah, right now you can see, I see subscription id is hidden, this id is also hidden, right? This is what the Azure Mask do. So if you want to hide your, maybe if you're, while you are live streaming, while you are making a content, this is what the Azure Mask does. And if you want to see, so there is one guy, the Clark has made this repository. So this, if you want to explore it more, Clark has worked for, maybe Clark is the one who has made this extension. He uh, right, you can always download it using the Chrome store, and here is, it's like an add-on. Then that's pretty much for the, again, this 100 days of cloud series is pretty much easy, right? And that's what I told you, we will pick just one topic every single day, we'll try to cover it, and we will make it very easy for you to learn, right? That's why we have covered the 100 days, right? So yeah, that's it, that's the all about the Azure Mask, right? It is just an extension that allows you to hide your subscription id and whatever, to hide your subscription id, to hide your email id and everything, right? So yeah, this is what the subscription id does, right? And yeah, this is about today's live stream, and tomorrow that we will be jumping towards, so I'll just make a couple of changes in the schedule. So I have realized that in this GitHub repository which I have shared with you, so this GitHub repository right now, on the day 20th, you will see Grafana and FlexDB is coming right over here. But I believe you would not be able to understand Docker containers and Grafana right now. So what I will do, I'll just refresh this content a little bit. I'll just take my time today because we do not have anything to learn. Azure Mask, there is nothing to learn in Azure Mask, right? It is just about an extension. So I'll quickly reiterate this a little bit, and so that tomorrow we'll cover Azure Backup, day after tomorrow we'll cover Azure Import and Export, then on the day next we will cover Azure Databox, right? And again, this is a very wide topic. Monitoring is the most important topic. Grafana, Docker containers, we will make Docker containers first. We'll do everything. So I'll just switch this content a little bit. I'll just make some small changes to this content so that we can just be on the right path, right? So this is pretty much about today's session. If you have any doubt, any query, just let me know in the comment section while you are exploring, right? So yeah, quiz today at 9 p.m. See you there. Quiz today at 9 p.m. And the today's topic is, you can always see today's topic. You can just go to azdev.reskill.com. So where you can see the quiz happening, I'll quickly show it to you. You can see the quiz happening here. So you can just go to hddev.reskill.com, and you can go to all events, right? I don't know, because I'm running a couple of things, right? My system is a bit slow, I'm really sorry for that. You can go to all events, and here you will find the February calendar, February, and you will see this. This takes a little bit time. You will see this. You will be able to see this. Maybe this. Today's topic is time series forecasting in Azure. Today's topic is time series forecasting with Azure. Also, I'll quickly, what I will do, I'll also make some projects, right? So till day 19th, we have covered a lot of things. So we'll make two projects in next 2 days, right? So that's why I said, right? I'll reiterate the content. We will make two projects in the next 2 days. Day 20, day 21 will be all about projects, right? We will make two projects on Azure. So someone who had asked, like, sir, what we will learn after day 21, what certificate we will get, what is the benefit of everyday learning and Azure service, we will make projects as well. Every day we are doing hands-on. Now we will focus on making some projects as well, right? So I'll quickly try to get something for you all. I'll make the announcement in the group, right? Stay tuned, give me some time, I'll make this project happen for you, and tomorrow and day after tomorrow we'll build a project totally, right? And today, see you at 9 p.m. sharp, 9 p.m. in Discord server and hashtag quiz channel. How you can participate in the quiz? But go to Azure Developer Community Discord server, search for hashtag quiz. You will see some MCQs coming in at 9 p.m. You just have to react. 1, 2, 3, 4. There will be 4 reactions. You just have to react, right? So that's it for today, folks. It is all about Azure Mask. It is just an extension that we have explored today. See you next time. Thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you, Animes, Dev, Naved, and everyone. Preeti, everyone who joined this session today. Our agenda is to learn what is required, not what is present. So we will learn what is required at that particular time, right? So thank you everyone for joining in. That's it for today, and see you next time. Okay, see you tomorrow, and see you, or maybe see you at 9 p.m. today. Okay, thank you everyone. Have a nice day. Have a nice night. Thank you everyone.